Hello, ICC friends. Welcome to the Ice Cream Convos Podcast, where we serve delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. I am your host, Xaviera.
And I'm your co-host, Karla.
And today we have a very special show for you. Karla, you know I always get excited when we have a guest coming through.
Oh, yeah.
And today we literally have the man. The man in the building.
Yes,
the man right here. The man right here. Don't get me started digging in my mystical bag. I'm just happy you're out of jail. God bless.
Yeah.
Mystical, stop going to the hotel rooms with them girls, Mystical. Make music.
Please.
Make music. Yes, so we have a very special guest. We have independent filmmaker, Mr. Mann Robinson in the building. And I'm pretty sure you have seen some of his work and I'm very excited to talk to him. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring him on. But first, I need all of you to let everyone know that we are now live. So share across whatever social media platform you are listening or watching us on tonight. Just let everyone know that we are live and that we have the one and only Mr. Mann Robinson in the building, okay? All right, Karla, you ready? I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah, always.
All right. Mr. Mann Robinson, the man right here. The man right here. Hey. I like this. Hold on. I got to give him the big spot.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I like that.
What?
Yes.
Now.
How are you doing, man? It's such exciting and it's such a pleasure just to have you as a guest on the show today. So how are you doing?
I'm doing real good. I'm so happy to be here, man. It's amazing.
Absolutely. How that quarantine been treating you? Are you in Atlanta? Are you one of them people who act like COVID don't exist in Atlanta?
Oh, no. I'm not ignorant.
Okay.
All
right. Just making sure I ain't see you out in these streets now. I'll be like, now is that man? Oh, look at man. Yeah. So how have you been maintaining during the pandemic? How have you been holding it down?
Well, I mean, I got a chance to get out of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of writing, a lot of things like that. So, you know, it's sad what's going on in the world, but it really gives me a lot of creators, I guess, the opportunity to exercise.
Yes.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The pandemic has set all of us down. And I told people, I was like, this is a prime time to dig into your creativity. It's a prime time to take advantage of all that time you didn't have or you felt like you didn't have in the past.
Absolutely.
So I'm very happy that you dug into your brain to share with us all of your great creativity. Mm-hmm. So the first thing that I want to do is typically I want to start at the beginning. You know, if you don't mind, I want to walk down memory lane with you for a little bit, if you don't mind. So when did you realize that you wanted to be a filmmaker? Was there a particular film you saw, or was there something that just resonated with you to make you say, you know what, I want to do this. This is what I want to do.
The filmmaker part, I don't know. But I think we all want to be on TV. I remember when we were younger, look, Mom, I want to be on TV. You're going to be on. It was always a conversation. When we were little, we used to have to do plays in front of my mother, my brother and my sister and I. We had to act in front of them. We're going to be on TV one day. So the desire to be, bigger than life was always there. But making it a career was probably 2000, I want to say 9 or 11.
Okay.
Both of them had landmark moments.
So how did you actually go about making your first film? Because, that's one thing that I find so fascinating about filmmakers because, man, I'm not going to bore you to death and tell you about this film that I had wrote a couple years back.
Lord,
it's still on a floppy disk.
Floppy disk.
It is still on a floppy disk, man.
Bless her heart.
Listen, that film would have been the #1 box office, whatever. I don't know, man. I might have to pull you to the side.
We need to talk.
But I wrote this film and it was so therapeutic because it was just like coming to me and it was just like, oh, this part gonna kill him right here. And I'm writing. And then I got it on the floppy disk and I was like, man, I don't know what to do after this. So, when you decide that, I want to make a film, like what are the next steps you would advise any young, talented filmmaker out there? Like, what's your next step?
Wait a minute. First of all, you for real about the floppy disk situation?
I am dead ass serious. The floppy disk is red. And the movie is titled Girlfriends.
well, Girlfriends is out of there because I don't know how you're gonna get it off the floppy disk. We got to rewrite it now. So it's over with.
Nah, because if I take it to one of those little technical,
it's over with. It's over with. You got to start over, go off memory. Floppy disk.
No, look, don't do me like that, man. Like, come on now, we just getting started. Look, see,
Man, look,
Listen, I try to tell her.
CDs are already old. And you talking floppy disk, dog? Like you tripping.
Man, you gonna let me cook? You gonna let me cook, man? That's okay. When you see that script, though, you gonna be like, you know what? I should have put some respect on your floppy disk. I should.
Nah, man, you need to get it off there somehow. Rewrite it, whatever you got to do.
For real.
Honestly, I didn't come here to talk about no books or nothing like that, but I really, truly wrote my whole situation. I did the same thing you did, but mine might have been worse. It wasn't a floppy disk.
Okay.
Because it was past that time era, but it was on the back of commissary papers in jail when I wrote my first book.
Wow.
On the back of commissary papers, all these dudes running around talking about how they gonna do their next crime without getting caught. I was writing a movie. That was 2007.
Wow.
And same thing. I didn't know what I was gonna do with it afterwards. I was just writing. And it took. I never shot that film though. That's
you didn't?
film that I'm just holding on to.
Maybe one day you may
maybe
revisit.
One day.
Okay.
I actually rewrote it too during the pandemic.
Oh.
So
wow.
We gonna get it, Carla. We gonna get it. He fronting. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. He fronting.
I definitely think so.
Still come, but how I got past the commissary paper, that's not the one I shot. So the one that was after that, when I just felt like that was just too far out of reach, dog. So I said, okay, well, I do want to do film, but this is not gonna work. So I just picked up a camera and we really started guerrilla filming. I got an idea. Wow. This is what the character gonna be. Let's just go to camera and follow and it was me. Like we went to New York. We flew to New York. Me and a couple of my partners at the time, and literally had the camera on me, and I was just walking up to strangers freestyling stuff, and their responses was natural, and it was like that led to this, and that led to this, and then I said, okay, well that's how you get started, and then I never stopped after that.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have, okay. So what's so funny is a lot of times I will see things just in passing, or I'll come across things, and then later on, I just think it's really dope the way God does things, right? Because I love me some Tori Hart. That is my girl. I used to run into Jamal Woolard all the time at events in Atlanta. He's so funny. Let me tell you about Jamal real quick. He came to a screening at night in a movie theater and sat in the theater with shades on. I was crying laughing. I like tap him like, bruh, we can't see you in the dark, bro. You can take the shades, or can you see the film? I love Jamal. He is so funny. But anyway.
Well, Tori told me to tell you hi, by the way.
She did.
Yeah.
See, I love Tori. Tori, that's my girl. That is my girl. And, this film Turned. So I'm like, okay, I am so familiar with Turned. And then when I received some information about having the opportunity to talk to you, the first thing I saw was Turned. And I was like, oh, hold on, that's the homie. So I was very excited. And I just think it's full circle. And I think it's just so dope how, I'm familiar with this film and the people who are in it. And then I have the opportunity to talk to the man behind the film. So what I find super interesting is there is a Turned 2 on the way. And I need you to talk to me about how difficult or how you had to maneuver in order to film a movie during a pandemic. Look at his face. He's like, bruh.
First of all, I had another film slotted to shoot April.
Okay.
And it was a deal with BET. And I was supposed to fly out to BET on the end of March. It was already set. And it got canceled. It got canceled because of the pandemic. It was like, I kept getting these calls from people like, the country's going to be shut down for 2 weeks. And I'm like, y'all tripping, whatever. And it happened. And then it ended up being we had 13 months now, 14 months now. Something.
Nuts.
But so I had another film slotted, and I knew that was my, that was the breakthrough film. I knew it because it was a different genre. The act, it was just different. And I got selfish, no lie. I was like, man, this stupid pandemic done messed me up. I was, and they was like, but man, everybody's dying. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, but I was so selfish. It's like 4 different people like, don't you think you're being a tad bit selfish? I was like, yeah, I am. So I sat back and I chilled and I told you what, I was writing and wrote a book. Actually 2 books during the pandemic. And I was just chilling like, dang, this pandemic chilling. I'm in Atlanta. I stayed in the house. Like I didn't go nowhere. Like I didn't do anything. Excuse my language. I don't care.
No, you good.
I stayed at the house, right? And then all of a sudden I heard that Tyler Perry built a bubble. And I'm like, he got that type of bread. He got that Michael Jackson bread.
Yeah.
True that.
Built a bubble. He's building a bubble. These people's bubble builders.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's not gonna happen. So things started, picking up where people were starting to shoot. So I said, well, I can't shoot the one I was about to shoot because BT not ready, and I couldn't shoot it by myself. So I talked to one of my aggregators, and they told me the numbers that Turn One had did, viewers, not numbers, but views. And I made a decision right then. It was probably March, April, I don't know, one of those months, and I wrote Super Turn, which is Turn 2. And
how long does it take you?
I wrote it with the intent to. I was like this the whole time I was writing. Like maybe the pandemic will be over when I'm done writing this. It wasn't over. So it was hell to shoot during the pandemic. Okay.
How long does it take you to write a film? Like from the process of the idea in your head to, laying it all out, just writing it out, the script, the treatment, all that, laying it out. Like how long is that process for you?
When I started, it could be a year. But now I'm good 60 days now, 2 months.
Wow.
Write a film 2 months. Nah.
Well, I got this idea for a movie that's on a floppy disk.
Oh my God.
Maybe we can, me and Karla can holler at you a little something, you know what I'm saying?
God.
But anyway, don't mind me.
Rewrite that.
Don't mind me.
Rewrite that.
Yeah, and don't listen, Karla. Should I tell him about when I did my bid?
Oh no, please, no.
Okay.
Don't let her do it. Don't even ask her about it.
Look, he's
I'm taking Karla's word.
He's like,
I
no.
do not want to know.
So you start shooting. How did you go about doing it? Because you said it was hell. Like, what type of hell? Like,
it was 2 types of hell.
Okay.
The first is safety. You can't go to somebody that's an actor and say, no, I got you. Trust me. You're not going to catch COVID. Trust me, dog. I got you. That's not going to work. They want to know all the protocols. They want to know who's going to be there. They check it. I thought temperatures was the magic thing to say. That's not enough. So after talking to all these people and realizing that, damn, my safety probably mattered too, then I said, well, I think the best thing to do is to go SAG, which is the union. Because the union is definitely going to make sure, if anything, they protect their actors like crazy.
Right.
So certain protocols you had to follow to go. It costs a lot of money too, but it was worth it in the end because everything was regulated. Like we had a medic, we had a COVID officer and a medic. That's 2 different things. Then we had the humidifiers all throughout. It was sanitized all the way through. But one day that we got a call and they said, we're about to come shut y'all down. I'm like, bro, what you talking about, man? We're doing everything we're supposed to do. Wow. Somebody was on Instagram posting pictures without mask on.
Oh, no.
Wow. Like, bro, they in the moment. They're taking it off, taking the picture. But if you're looking from SAG and from the union, it looks like y'all ain't wearing masks.
Exactly.
And they was about to come shut us down. We had to have a meeting. And it was my Instagram that they seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. So then I had everybody take their pictures down. And
Right.
It was rough. But that wasn't the roughest part. The roughest part was there was 2 shootouts during the production.
You're talking about with cameras, right? You're not talking about burners, right? You're talking about cameras, right, man?
We talk about burners. Okay.
Wow. That's nuts.
So the movie is about a lot of different things, but one of the elements is anti-gun violence against black people. Blacks against black. It's against dumbass rap violence.
Okay.
It's anti that. So we're shooting a scene that portrayed that. Fake guns in the hand and everything.
Okay.
No. So I had 2 types of guns. I had the plastic guns that didn't do anything, just for the picture. Then I had the other ones that actually shoot blanks.
Okay.
This scene didn't require the blanks. We just got the guns. The actors just had the guns in their hand, acting like they were shooting. But there was gunfire though. Like during the shooting, like where's the gunfire come from? Everybody looking at me laughing. I'm like, bro, this ain't the blanks. Y'all tripping. Then,
gosh,
2 minutes not even 2 minutes. 30 seconds later, another gunfire, whatever y'all call it, came out, and then I know like that's real right there.
That's crazy.
And the whole day was shut down. People was running. People pants falling down. Which was mine.
He said, "Which was mine."
It was mine. It was crazy. It was crazy. Okay.
Wow.
Now I had to maintain the composure because I'm the director and I wrote my movie, so I have to still make sure everybody's safe from COVID. Then I gotta make sure nobody gets shot.
That's nuts.
I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? And then I have to make sure everybody get the hell up out of here. Now we lose a day of production. So. Yeah, it was rough. And we seen the dude. I seen it pull in the parking lot and sat there for a few minutes and that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it was rough.
I can imagine. Now, for comparison purposes, shooting a regular film, right? Just standard, no pandemic. And then shooting in the pandemic, did it take longer, or shooting in the pandemic, was it shorter than the average because you had to hurry up and get it done? Which one took more time, do you think?
I think that the pandemic is going to always be more because you got so much more to do.
Okay.
But at the same time, as a director and the guy who was running the ship, I knew that we got to hurry up because somebody could catch this, man. And if they catch it, they're going to shut the whole shoot down. So let's hurry and get this thing shot.
Yeah.
So that was always in the back of my head too. But, pandemic is going to be more. It's just so much you got to do.
Yeah.
Any word yet on when we can expect Turnt 2?
My father always taught me people can expect whatever whenever they want to. I can't tell you that.
See, Karla, this is what we got to deal with today. See, this will be, and Karla, I knew he was about to get me because he got this smile on his face. I knew he was about to get me.
He was ready.
I saw the smile. Okay, so let's talk about your book, because now you let me know you wrote 2 books. I only knew about 1 book, but shout out to you, author. Yes. A look into Black independent filmmaking. And I really appreciate you for writing this book because we tend to have, I'm just keep it 100. We tend to have a reputation of not sharing vital information once we get it. And so for you to create this book for other filmmakers, earlier I was asking you, like, what do you tell filmmakers? And apparently I should just tell them, buy Mann's book. But for you to create this book to give information, vital information as far as filmmaking, independent filmmaker, because I really love talking to independent filmmakers because I feel like y'all have another level of G about you. And, so talk to me a little bit more about this book so that any aspiring filmmakers, like floppy disk people, they can kind of scoop the book and see what they need to do.
Oh my God. Okay. So the book is like during the pandemic, like I said, we sat down. So when I went to film school, I was disappointed. I went to AI, one of them, I went to 2, but AI really disappointed me because one day we came to class and the lady, I think I was late or something. And first of all, I'm paying you like a lot of money, so don't just stop tripping. So, but the homework was to go home and watch lynda.com and give me an essay on what you like. My whole view of them changed right then. I didn't really, I got upset with them, but I also like it ignited something in me. Like you trying to tell me lynda.com costs $12 a month. It might have went up since then, or if it's still even around. It's like so many more now. Opposed to film school costing all those thousands. So this is where y'all getting y'all lessons from. That kind of hit me the wrong way. Mm-hmm. So I went on a mission to, even though I had already started watching YouTube and all that, I really went on a mission to stay on that and really kind of not really worry about film school like that. So the beauty of taking a movie off of floppy disk, rewriting it, and just moving forward, you also get to create your own film school.
Wow.
You don't learn nothing until you make a mistake.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's super facts, because how do you know what to change if you don't know what's broke? The other thing you're not going to be able to accomplish is knowing what everybody else is supposed to do if you don't know how to do it. You got to do it. You have to hold the mic for a short period of time. You have to do every position. because if you
Right.
don't, when you hire somebody, how the hell are you supposed to know what they're doing?
Mhm.
They could be over there doing whatever, and you won't know until you get back to your floppy disk whether it was wrong or right. Now you done lost a whole week of filming
Yeah.
looking stupid when you could have just like said, you know what, in the beginning I'm just gonna do everything.
Mhm.
Whether it's the right thing to do or not in some people's eyes, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's how to me, that's how you move forward and progress. So I know I'm long-winded because
No, you
the
good.
book is important to me because when I look back at all the stuff I did study, first of all, I have a podcast as well. I put it on freeze for right now because I'm doing a movie. But on the
Okay.
podcast, it's kind of like bring black actors on, some, you know, with all actors, not just black actors, and it talks about how they got where they are and the things they went through. One of
Okay.
my people was Ty Bridges.
Todd.
Right, yeah, right.
So I watched Ty Bridges growing up. Before Bobby Brown, I wanted to be the Ty Bridges. Then they moved over to Bobby Brown later. But
And I wanted to be Charlene. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I wanted to be Charlene. But
that's why I wanted to be Ty. Damn it.
okay, I feel you. I
Okay,
feel you.
so-
Okay.
So with that being said, he told me something I didn't know. He said that he was the only black kid in Hollywood, and all his dressing rooms and ring rooms were all way different. He was going through. He's like our Jesus when it comes to the film because he took all those for us.
Right.
Then John Amos and all these other ones after that. Kim Fields,
Mm-hmm.
her story is similar. So and I realized I was like, damn, I don't remember. That was never in nothing I watched. That wasn't
Right.
in any
True.
literature. So he sent me over to a clip that he did on Little House on the Prairie.
Ooh, that clip.
That clip, right? So I watched the clip and I was like, really? And that's what ignited me to write the book because I'm like, damn, nobody talked about this.
Yeah.
Then I went down my list of Spike Lee's and all these other film directors. Like, y'all got all this. Why y'all didn't? Now I'm not talking bad on them. They my boys.
Right.
all that. But I just
Right.
didn't understand why. Maybe what you just said. And I decided to say, okay, filmmaking is universal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anybody can do it. It's not really, you know, you got to learn how to do it. Once you learn, you're good. But what's not taught is, what do you do once you get a movie shot? You got it off your floppy disk. Now you done did what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's shot. Where do you go? If you go to another site, they're not going to tell you that the door was shut because the door not shut.
Right.
So why would they write about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know it. So I'm going to write about it and tell you this is how you move around it. One of the things the pandemic did do was push black independent filmmakers to the forefront. So we got more outlets now. Even in the last 5 years, there's more distribution outlets. There's so much more that somebody could wake up today and say, I want to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Buy my book, one. That's the first thing.
Yes, number one.
That's number one. And they can really, literally make a film career now if they really want to do it. So that's how powerful it is being a black independent filmmaker.
I don't know. I just have another respect for you all because number one, I'm a movie buff. I love movies, and we'll get into that in a second. But I just have a different type of respect for filmmakers because you have to have that creativity. You have to have the eye for a shot. Like, it's just so many levels and layers to what you all do. And I just take I don't have one on, but I was going to say my wig, but I don't have one of them on either. I just salute you. You know how they said I take my hats off to you, but anyway. But I just salute you because it's just I feel like it's just a different level of creativity, you know, even like cinematography and just all of those different things that, you know, the score, just the different things that the average movie watcher does not pay attention to. Like, I'm literally like, dog, this score, oh, the cinematography, oh, that shot right there, you know, and those are things that I think are so special about you all, that you have an eye for that. And I just want to give you your flowers, you know, hopefully you're not allergic, just give you your flowers on that because that's just so dope. And I just think filmmakers are just chef's kiss. So talking about movies, what are your top 3 favorite movies? Because I'm always curious to ask someone who actually makes films what their favorite films are.
Top 3.
Outside of your own top 3. Let's go.
Well, mine would never be in there anyway because I haven't made it yet. The one that I would put on the list.
Okay.
But number 1 is Back to the Future.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's multiple reasons. The story arcs and throughout that is amazing. Whoever wrote that was really paying attention to every element. I watched that a lot. Just for that. I liked it before I became a filmmaker too. And maybe that's why, because they did do all that. but being a filmmaker now and seeing all the stuff they did, that's amazing.
Yes.
48 hours, Trading Places.
Oh,
classic.
One of my
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 3 times this week already I watched it. It's just something about it that I love.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say the third one is either Menace, New
Okay.
Jack,
Oh,
or
yeah.
Boys.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
That's a
tough.
trifecta right there.
Yeah.
I can't pick the one out of them. So
No, you can't.
you got to go through.
That is
That's impossible.
Yeah, that's a trifecta.
Yeah.
Because, that's a trifecta. Okay, I'm not mad at you with that. I'm not mad at you with that. That is a hard decision.
Yeah.
Now, for me personally, Scarface, Color Purple. Of course, we got the classics. We're not even going to go into the Boys in Hoods and all those, the classics. But there was another gangster film that a lot of people really don't know about that I absolutely love, and I'm not sure if you've ever seen it. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Oh, I'm killing the filmmakers with this one. It's called Things to Do in Denver When You Are Dead. It's a gangster flick with Jimmy the Saint. So when you get a free day, while you're in the house quarantining like the rest of us being good, check that out and then hit me up and let me know your thoughts on it.
It said what? The good day and to be dead in Denver?
I will DM you, man. It is called Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. And the title alone pulled me in because I'm like, well, what are you actually doing where you're dead? But diverse cast, a lot of familiar faces. It stars Andy Garcia, but it's a dope film. It's a dope film. Yeah, it's a dope film. Oh my gosh. So, man, I definitely appreciate you coming through today, talking to us.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. But before you go, I do know that you have your latest film, Troubled Waters, premiered on BET Plus on December 17th. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you mind? I would like to play the trailer, if you don't mind.
Let.
All right, let's go.
Work all your life to make a name for yourself, and the girl you fall in love with ain't even impressed by that. I got an opportunity to do my thing on a wide scale.
How long would you be gone for?
8 weeks.
Stay here with me. How old are you, Ron?
44. Is that too old?
No.
How old are you?
24. Is that too young?
No. The girl that you with ain't really that crazy about being with you.
Does your wife know you're here?
But she can't live without you.
You got a shot, and it may be your last.
That's a good one right there, man.
Yeah.
When you start talking about age, am I too old? Am I too young? I was like, okay. And, I really, the lead actor in the film, he's an OG in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend.
He is an OG. How do you go about casting?
That's a tricky one, man. It wasn't always ice cream.
I see what you did right there.
like that.
I see what you did right there.
It was sometimes, it's rough. You have to have, these people that you attempting to cast. First of all, it's going to make the film dependent. Plus, they are their own business, so they are a business.
Mm-hmm.
So they protect that, and they just don't want to just jump into anything. It could mess up their image and everything that they build.
True.
So you have to kind of secure that in any type of way you can without over talking. So the best way to do that is build a reputation first. And once you build a reputation and you're able to close one and close another, and then it becomes, hey, that's Mann Robinson. Let's see what he got. And I'm getting more and more of people saying I've been waiting to work with you, which is amazing
awesome.
feeling to hear that from the people I'm hearing it from. So, but I want to say this. So in Super Turn,
Okay.
Tori and Harry Lennox, that's the guy you're talking about.
Yes.
They have a very nice scene together.
Oh.
And Tori, it shows her acting chops very well in there.
Yes.
Okay.
So just want to let everybody know that.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. I just want to put it out there. I mean, it's no pressure or nothing, but I did play Chicken Little in
God.
Karla.
Come on.
My
Come
name
on.
is Karla. I did play I played Chicken Little in The Sky is Falling in first grade. And when I tell you I moved the crowd, it was wild. You know what I'm saying? The way I moved the crowd was unforgettable. So I'm just waiting for my next shot, but I'm just saying, I'm quick with lines. I can dig into my feelings. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not, putting any pressure on your neck, nothing like that. I'm just putting it into the atmosphere, and I'll let it, marinate on all of us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's good to know. That's very good to know.
Listen, man is like, so this child got a floppy disk. She was chicken little. Like, thank God she got a little podcast going for her, because good grief, but no.
No, you got more than a little podcast, man. Everybody know y'all. You know
Thank you. Yeah.
Everybody know y'all, and I'm happy to be on here and see what the conversation was going to be about. I'm glad that it's fun.
Yes.
You know? So I appreciate it, being here.
Yes, we appreciate having you here. But before I let you go, 2 questions. The first one, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? That's number 1. Don't have none.
Yeah, I do, but it's so many. Because see, here's the tricky part. I know y'all got to go, but y'all got to hear this.
Okay.
I have literally first cousins. I got 100 and something first cousins. Like real talk.
Wow.
Okay.
Real spill.
Okay.
So every Sunday, we used to go to my grandmother's house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have 100 back then. They get older. And
Yeah. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
But we fill my grandmother's house up every Sunday. Across the street from my grandmother was a place called Miller Brothers. All they sold was ice cream.
Okay.
And we tried every flavor, bro. So I don't know. I would probably have to say pistachio something.
Okay. A little something.
Like that.
A little something. Now, where are you originally from? Because I never asked.
Detroit.
See,
Okay.
I should have known. It's so cold in the D. I should have known. It's funny because guys from Detroit, with all due respect, y'all just have like a different flavor about you, and I'm gonna just leave that at that. Like it's like a different type of vibe. It's hard to explain, but you know it when you see it. So once you said Detroit, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's like a different type of swag. That's what I'll say. It's a different type of swag. So shout out to the D, because we have a lot of ICC friends in Detroit. So shout out to all of them. All right. And my last question is there anything that you have coming up or anything that you have going on that we have not touched on that we definitely want to let everyone know about?
Well, as hard as it was to shoot a film during the pandemic, we're doing it again this month. Tori Hart as well is back. We have Darius McCary playing in one of the roles. Clifton Powell is in one of the roles. Coco Brown, a very well-known actress that was in Spit on Your Grave. Her name is Jamie Bernadette. It's a lot of people came in on this one. Shooting it on the 25th. It's a SAG project, and we're shooting it during the pandemic again. Somebody bring some guns this time. She just told y'all I'm from Detroit, so back it up. We ain't playing this time.
Okay, we're not playing. Playing. Well, I wish you the most success with that. Yes. I wish you the most success with that. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. And we'll definitely make sure that we support you and the ICC's friends support you. And, I'm just so elated that you took time out of your day to come and kick it with us and talk to us and inspire us. So I appreciate you so much.
Well, thanks for having me. Karla, thank you too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Listen, you always welcome back. All you got to do is say ring, ring. We'll say hello. What's up, man? You coming through?
Oh, I'm coming back.
Okay.
All right.
We finished filming on March 7th. I'll make it through alive. I'm going to call you on March 8th.
Okay. That's a bet. I'm going to hold you. All right, Karla. That's what it'd be like. I'll be in the DMs like, hey, man, remember you had said, because I got the floppy.
You got to keep in mind that I was a floppy too. I had a situation with floppy. It just wasn't floppy. You know what I'm saying? So to be here talking to y'all, I'm still honored. No matter what it is, no matter if you DM me too much or not enough, I'm honored to even have this conversation in an ice cream type of manner. Just want y'all to know that. So thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And how can we stay in touch? And how can the ICC friends continue to support you and follow you on social media and all that good stuff? How can they know what you got going on?
Well, the social media is my name here on the screen. Well, just at Mann Robinson, all the way around. And then you can find the book since everybody asked anyway. It's on Amazon. It's Black Independent Filmmaking by Mann Robinson. Absolutely. So I hope to see people. I hope I can make my friends yours, and maybe I can have me some ICC friends, and we can get
Absolutely. I'm saying 2 words: Chicken Little. First grade. I'm saying I moved to crap. I ain't doing nothing during the pandemic. I'm just saying.
I don't think I would have told that. That's Cat Williams. That's a classic line.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I got esteem of my mother self. Good grief. Good grief, man. You a hard crowd.
You tripping.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we will definitely talk to you soon. And it has been a pleasure having you on the show today.
All right. Peace.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, take care.
Okay, absolutely loving everything about Mann. He's okay. I got to get to the side. Hey, Karla. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will dig into the celebrity news and entertainment and tell you everything that's going on this week. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was awesome.
Yes.
Let me get some water.
Yeah. You tell me, girl.
I like Mann because he entertains my foolishness. I like that. You know, some guests, some guests be like, a floppy disk. Okay. All right.
Now, he was ready. He was ready.
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready.
Crazy.
And he was hitting us with the ill callbacks. Because, you know, that's my thing.
That is. That's why I was sitting back just smiling like, wow, there it is. That's that energy.
Yeah, he was hitting me with my callbacks. I'm like, oh, he was hitting me with the floppy disk and the ice cream. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We got to have Mann back again.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, that's when we say, listen, we know you don't have no film, but just come on and sit as a third co-host. Because I know he would be cutting up. Giving that testosterone.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All day.
Okay, so let me move my notes. All right, guys. So let's get into the celebrity news and entertainment. Okay, guys, we are back. I hope all of you enjoyed our interview with Mann Robinson. He is everything. And if you are on social media, follow him at Mann Robinson, 2 N's, because he an OG, Robinson, okay? And just when you follow him and connect with him, make sure you let him know ICC sent you. All right, Karla, so I meant to do this at the top of the show, but I was just so excited to get things rolling with Mann because I know his time is precious. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to start out by giving my condolences and sending my prayers to the Spinks family. Legendary boxer Leon Spinks Jr. passed away at 67 on Friday. But what's interesting is he had prostate cancer, but then they said he had other cancers as well. Mm-hmm. So is that just a fancy way of saying like the prostate cancer metastasized?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that on that. But
prayers out to his family.
Yes, and you know, it's so funny. The one thing that I always remembered about Leon Spinks was that he was kind of cute, but he had no front teeth.
Yeah.
So that was, I was like, and then you know his. I wonder where Corey Spinks falls in the family tree because Corey Spinks. One of the things, because you know I was a boxing fan at one point in time. I was real heavy.
Oh yeah, you were absolutely.
But you know I kind of fell off now. Like I don't.
You don't watch it really?
I don't care no more. I mean, with all due respect to the boxing community.
Football. You sound like me in football. That's interesting.
Do you think it's because we getting old?
I don't know. I ain't claiming that.
Older.
No, I'm stop playing.
Yeah, because JB will be watching the fights, and I'm like,
You're not stunting it. Yeah, that's how I kind of am with the NFL. It's strange. We got to pinpoint what that is.
Yeah, we got to figure out what that is. But Corey Spinks, when he used to come to the ring, he used to be dancing. Mm-hmm. And when I'm talking about, he wasn't dancing like coming to the ring. Corey used to be like, I like it when you do it right. Corey came to the ring like this, right? He'd be coming down. So Corey came to the ring.
Killing it.
Bestie, when he got to the ring, you know, like when you actually open the things and get in, they will open, you know, he would get to the ring, you know, get up on the, you know, and they lift the ropes up. That's what I'm looking for, the ropes. For him to go in, they got the ropes hanging open. He over and he hanging on to the ropes and he doing all this. But
giving a whole show.
I shall never forget when Corey Spinks had his Apollo Creed moment, because I forgot who he was fighting, but girl, he came out, he was hitting all that. That's when the Nelly dances was out, all this. Okay. When you do it right, girl, like all
the chicken head.
Oh, the chicken head, there it is. He came out to that ring, and I'm talking about he was dancing down, because I guess he felt like real good in his spirit, because he had this thing on lock. Ooh, the way he got his ass whooped.
Why it always be usually like that though? When they put in their best dances and you come in doing the most.
I said he overexerted himself while he was dancing.
That's what it is. I'm telling you, that's what it is. We've seen it happen before.
When I tell you he got his ass beat to the point where he was hanging on to the ropes like Martin when he was fighting Tommy Hearns. He was hanging on to the.
He got his ass whooped.
He got his ass whooped. He got wazaza zooped, and I was like, and you after that I ain't seen him no more. I ain't seen him no more.
Yeah, I haven't heard the name in forever.
I was like, damn, you got your ass beat so bad. You was like, I think I'm just going to go ahead, retire. He back in the locker room like, hey, dog, I think I'm going to call it quits. I think I'm gonna just cash out. I had a good run. That's when you start talking shit like I had a good run.
A nice run.
I had a nice little run, and the way I had winded that thing up like this I had a good little run. But he could dance. That should have been his calling.
Should have been. I was about to say that.
That's where he should have went.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we also have an update on Cliffy and Mika. One of the accusers, because remember on last week's show, we kind of deep dove into like the accusers and whether or not, many of them were forthcoming or if it was people just jumping in and clout chasing versus real victims and how it just gets all mingled and mashed up, right? Mm-hmm. Well, one of the accusers has hired Lisa Bloom to represent them.
Yeah, I see. It's going to get interesting.
It's getting ready to get interesting, but Karla, at the same time, we're not going to act like Lisa Bloom won't take a case.
Oh, yeah. But that's why I said it's going to get interesting because it's going to draw a lot of attention.
We're not going to act like Lisa Bloom don't take cases that got more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
Of course. That's her MO.
The woman represented Quantasia Sharpton. For those of you who may not remember who Quantasia Sharpton
that's what I was going to say. That when I was thinking of somebody else, but wow, go ahead.
Quantasia is the young lady who said she was at the hotel with Usher.
Oh, okay, her.
That lady. Yeah. So she's the one. Lisa Bloom has represented Quantasia Sharpton. She has represented Tierra Marie in her case against 50 Cent. I think she ultimately...
I forgot she did Tierra Marie.
Yeah, but I think she ultimately dropped Tierra Marie when she found out Tierra was still running around with the ex-boyfriend that she was trying to sue for revenge porn.
Yeah.
And then there was another... Who else did she represent? She represented Blac Chyna when...
Rob Kardashian.
Yes, when Rob put all Blac Chyna's little beeswax out in the street, so she represented Blac Chyna. So Lisa Bloom is not new to this. Her, like Sarah pointed out, her mother is Gloria Allred.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, so she was bred to be. That's what you like to say, bred.
Okay. Because if you know litigation, you know Gloria Allred.
Yeah.
So you already know.
Shout out to Philly. That's where she's from.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Karla, shout out to Philly one time.
Yeah, that's the one I kind of remember. I'm almost positive she's from Philly. And I think, I don't think Lisa stayed here. She probably was born here or something and then went off. But
So, in additional Cliffy and Mika news, Family Hustle has been suspended. Production has been suspended on Family Hustle. I repeat, this is not a drill. Production has been suspended on T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle. I think it's like friends, family, neighbors, and cousins and brothers and hustle.
Oh, yeah, it's too much.
That is the longest title in reality TV.
It's ridiculous. Are you surprised though?
What, that the show was suspended? Yes and no.
Really?
Yes and no.
Why yes?
Okay. Yes, I'm surprised because it's T.I. I figured T.I. could go down to the VH1 offices and drop some $5-10 words and, expeditiously and vehemently deny the egregious allegations purported against him and his wife.
This. Yeah, but we're talking about an entity.
Yeah. The only reason
and we're talking about sexual, I don't know, I just wasn't surprised because of the allegations.
Okay.
I automatically think, somebody's going to get a phone call. That's just my automatic thought, but.
I think the reason why I was actually surprised is because it wasn't like any pending litigation or anything like that. I'm trying to remember now if the story about one of the accusers hiring Lisa Bloom came before or after.
Yeah, that's a good
production
question.
Was halted.
Right, that's a very good question.
Because I could easily see Lisa shooting over some letter to VH1. So Sarah is chiming in to say, we'll be okay. The show needed to go away anyway. Only Eris wanted to be on the show. Yeah. The kids was over it.
Hey.
Yeah. I think the kids did cash out. I know who definitely cashed out, and that was Deja. Deja Harris cashed out.
Absolutely.
Because she had to go through that particularly embarrassing situation with her father on national television. And, but that's another show for another story.
That's enough. That's PTSD.
It is.
I feel like that how long was that? Like healing from that? She'll probably be healing from that forever.
Yeah.
Just because of the, it wasn't like it was a private thing. You understand what I'm saying? The whole world
Yes.
So.
First of all, it was the whole world just off the fact that he got on the podcast and it started making headlines.
Yes.
Then y'all doubled down and filmed.
Which was nuts.
And put it on TV. So it's always going to be a clip somewhere that somebody can drag up later on.
Yep.
There's going to be reruns and all that. Because let me tell you something. VH1 may suspend production, but they ain't going to waste their money. They going to hit us upside the head with all types of reruns.
Oh, listen, Flavor loves...
and Tiffany and White Boy and Taylor Made and all them child Flavor Flav, Bucky and Shay and all.
You said Taylor Made though.
Oh yeah, Taylor Made. Don't act like we ain't think Taylor Made was cute.
Yeah, true that. I forgot though. You rang out a name I had forgotten about. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everybody had a name.
They'll run you now.
Yep.
See them years later. Definitely see it years later.
Absolutely. But speaking of reality TV and ViacomCBS, they have pieced it up with Nick Cannon. So now, Nick Cannon has apologized profusely. I don't know why I can't say that word. I had the nerve to try it. Profusely, Nick Cannon has apologized for his remarks that the network considered to be anti-Semitic. And now Wildin' Out is allegedly, reportedly supposed to be back in production. So Wildin' Out soon come. My question to you, Karla, is we touched on this before and we were very careful about it because we know there are certain communities.
We don't want no problems. We don't need them problems at all.
all I want to point out is the Black community got to level up. We got to level up to the point where people scared to say anything reckless about us.
Yeah, facts.
Anything. Facts. There was a country singer, and I can't think of his name, and hopefully Sarah will help me out in the comments. But there was a country singer who just got busted saying the N-word, caught on tape saying the N-word.
I think I read something about that. I'm not familiar with the name, but that was...
But what I want to tell you is this country singer got busted saying the N-word. He received backlash, of course, because, we got to swoop down on him. So he received backlash. I think they stopped playing his songs on the radio. Morgan Wallen. Thank you so much, Sarah. His name is Morgan Wallen. And, child, they was talking about the NAACP, talking about they want to invite him to a conversation and all that. But here's the kicker. The hook, line, sinker, and kicker is after he said the N-word and he's got all this backlash, they ran through the little motions. His songs, the streams.
Oh, through the roof.
Through the roof.
Of course.
Through the roof.
Nothing like bad. Listen, we are in a day of no matter. Once you get a buzz, it doesn't matter what it is, especially depending on your fan base. I'm trying to say
keep it cute. Yep, but I got you. I'm with you. I'm right here.
They there right. It's not too much that you can do. That it's like it enrages them. Like it just gives them more motivation. It's
nuts, but it's funny because I was wondering if a portion of the streams were like, well, what song does he sing? And they go, see, I don't care what song he sings. I don't know. I mean, what difference does it make, right? Unless he's saying it in the song and I want to hear how he said it, but I still don't care. But then you have that audience like, they're not going to take him down on my watch.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
We'll show them.
We'll show them. Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about.
We'll show them. You just hang on in there, Morgan. We got the cavalry coming.
Yes.
We're going to stream all these songs and we're going to show them. If I'll be damned on my Rudy Toot and my cowboy boots, we're going to stream.
What is it called? What's it called when you stream? They have a name for them. When they
Stream Farm.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm saying if anybody wants to start a stream farm for me, I do not mind. Both of my albums is on Spotify.
We on it. We need to start it.
If y'all want to, if y'all want to just make a little something for me for Christmas early, y'all can start early for Christmas. But so it's just one of those things, and so Nick apologized, but I found Nick's situation to be a little different in the sense of Nick talked crazy, right? And then when the shiznit hit the fan, Nick was like, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I don't care. And he doubled down, right? Blasted Viacom. Was like, y'all been doing me dirty for 20 years anyway. Y'all don't pay the black people the way you pay the white people. And now Nick like, Kumbaya, my lord.
Because he knew where, listen, he knew where that money resided, the real bag resided at. You understand what I'm saying?
Kumbaya.
But no, honestly, in Nick's defense, though, it's to me like they need each other.
Yeah.
They need each other. You know, it's, I mean, how many years has it been? Wild 'N Out been running?
Yo, could you
wait?
I just had to wait.
What? Which you
I just picture Viacom trying to move forward with Wild 'N Out without Nick Cannon. And they have this little white guy come out with flick his hair back. He's like, wildling.
Something wrong with you. Who they gonna get? Aaron Carter. You know, like I'm just saying, like, what's so crazy is like that's why I feel like it's like a codependency almost, because he is that show. That's his show.
Yes. Everything about Wild 'N Out is Nick Cannon. You would have had to throw away that multi-million-dollar, maybe billion-dollar show. Yes. So no.
And I mean, it's whether you like Nick or not. That when you hear you don't hear Wild 'N Out Nick Cannon. It's like that's his show. I was happy to hear it though. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I know he had to do a whole lot of begging and apologize, and that doesn't sit well, but yeah. Especially if you ever listen to like an interview, Nick being interviewed with like before him and Vlad started beefing. Yeah. Are they still beefing?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I watched like old interviews of Nick, and Nick, you know, Nick is an intelligent dude, and some of the things I felt like that he said, I'm not going to get into them, but you know.
Yeah. He fine too though. I ain't gonna front. Like Nick Cannon fine.
Yeah, he is.
And the way he be doing those push-ups and all that kind of stuff, I be like, oh, he's strong.
Yeah, that's strong. Yeah,
he's strong.
Yeah, you gotta love Nick.
Yeah. So speaking of Nick Cannon, just take a moment and send up a prayer for Nick Cannon because he did recently test positive for COVID-19. So just send up a prayer for him. But we are looking forward to the return of Wildin'. I do not want to hear Wilding. Wilding.
You know, like I'm saying, salt and pepper.
Yes, and salt and pepper's here.
I actually heard, like, seriously, Vlad was like, back to Vlad again, was interviewing like Kid from Kid and Play, and he kept saying salt and pepper. It was driving me crazy.
Oh my gosh,
pepper. I'm like, and Vlad, you know better.
He do know better.
I like Vlad. You know,
I'm telling you. Listen, y'all got to do better. Yeah. So Karla, there was a young lady who went viral this week.
Oh man, girl.
One Miss Gorilla Glue Girl. Karla, this young lady by the name of Tessica Brown, made one of the poorest decisions of 2020. No, actually, 2020. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know if she made this decision in the year of our Lord 2021 or 2020.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Either way, this young lady, for those of you who may have missed this story by some odd reason on God's green earth, this young lady had ran out of got-to-be glue spray, I guess, and she was trying to get her hair to be lurid, and so she decided to grab some Gorilla Glue spray. Now, to be fair and honest to her, someone said that there is a such thing as Gorilla Snot, which is like a hair product, and they believe that she mixed up Gorilla Snot with Gorilla Glue. Karla, listen. I'm trying to shoot her some bail because for a long time I had never even heard of Gorilla Glue. But my thing is Gorilla Glue.
Listen to the name. Gorilla Glue.
But I don't see Gorilla Glue being in the beauty supply. Like, sis, where'd you go to get it?
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
Probably Walmart. I blame Walmart.
Me personally, if there is something that named Gorilla, I don't want nothing named Gorilla in my hair.
I don't want nothing named glue in my hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want no Bond glue. I don't like that stuff y'all be putting down for the lace fronts and carrying on. I don't want none of that.
I don't want set up.
I don't want no glue.
Yeah.
Because the way my hand is and the way the Lord like to play with me, I be done drop the glue. I'm trying to put something on my edges, dropped it down to my eyebrows or to my eyelashes and seal my eyes shut. No.
Or permanently open. I think that's worse. Like,
please sit up like this. So coming up on the ICC, look, did you try to blink like this? Oh my gosh, that would be horrible. Imagine your eyelid gluing up. Oh, Karla, that's horrible. Glue, I can't even get the.
And your skin. This would be like glue and your dermis. Shit never happened.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Karla, when I tell you that is the one post that I have written that didn't have anything to do with death or sickness, that gave me so much anxiety, because she was like, at first she had it like, she tried to make a little joke about it. She was like stiff wear. Like, she like stiff wear. Girl, everywhere, sis. It's stiff everywhere. Her head is like, it's so glued down.
You know what it remind me of? The babies. Remember the baby dolls you would get when you saw that the hair just is painted or whatever? Yeah, I just visualized. I'm like, she looked like a doll baby. She looks like a doll baby.
The first thing, God bless this young lady, because ICC friends, please don't judge us. God bless this young lady, because I've been praying for her and her scout for the past couple of days. I don't even know her, but I was like, Lord, Tessica, you know the rest. Look, first things first, when I first saw her, I thought it was a joke because the eyelashes was mad distracting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And somebody was like, you sure she didn't glue her eyelashes on too? And I'm like, y'all don't do this, because we're not here to tear down another sister during Black History Month. See? This girl has made Black history.
Oh, yeah.
Inadvertently with this foolishness.
Yes.
She is now Black history. Gorilla Glue Girl is Black history now.
And we're not even thinking about the health, like, that's your scalp. Your pores. I'm just, girl, I'm thinking about, we already know what our hair care products do anyway. Right? Our hair care products have done. So glue. So
Sarah is chiming in to say that Gorilla Glue Girl has retained a lawyer and the nut ass wants to sue Gorilla Glue, and because it specifically does not say not to use in hair, and she may have a case. Listen,
that's nuts.
You ever watch a commercial and they say don't try this at home, and you think to yourself, who the hell would try this at home? Right. Somebody like her.
Yeah, you do. It in this day and age, you've really got to cover your ass, because it's just like, did somebody like sue Red Bull?
Really? They thought it was going to give them wings. I remember that.
That's why I'm like,
I remember
I don't know
that.
If it's true, if that's like a false thing, but I'm just like,
I know. I remember that foolishness. Because I think I wrote about it. I'm gonna dig back in the site. Well, no, because I had to purge everything before 2015 because I kept getting sued. Anyway, enough about me. So okay, so the young lady had the glue in her hair for a month before she even took the situation to social media. So now people are personally vested in the well-being of her scalp, her hair, all that, because I just imagine like you snatch her ponytail and just her skull is there. Yeah, like her skull is just there, right?
Yeah.
So then she went to St. Bernard Parish Hospital. They was like, here, boo, here's a little kit. Here's a little just for me kit. You can go home and try to see if you can get this stuff out. They didn't even treat her. They gave her a kit and sent her behind home.
Hey, COVID. You have people being sent out, people that are like in the process of having strokes. I don't know. Like, I know in one area that I'm in right now, where I live at, they're still diverting people at one of our local hospitals. Like, don't go there, or they're going to turn you away. They just don't have the space. So that part I wasn't surprised. Like, depending on where she's at, like, I hate to say it, it's not technically an emergency.
All right, so guys, drop in the comments and let us know, do you think Gorilla Glue Girl, excuse me, that was bad. Gorilla Glue Girl has a case against Gorilla Glue because they did not specifically state, do not use this super ass glue in your head, child.
I don't think so.
Does she have a case? Do you think she has a case against them? I'm like, child, smaller things have prevailed. So she launched.
Yeah, true that. That's true.
She has launched a GoFundMe, and I was like, look, she can get my prayers, but she ain't soliciting my funds for being stupid.
Not at all. Yeah, that's her fault.
That's on you, sis. That's on you. What I suggest is you start taking some biotin, so your hair starts growing out, right? Yeah. And then you shave. Once you get enough to get the clippers underneath it, just go ahead and shave it off, because it's a lost case at this point. She can't retrieve that hair. And
then I'm wondering, like, the hair fought, like, did she clot? Like, I don't know how much she put on. She could have we don't know how, like, years down the road, she might have some, like, neurological problems. We don't know what's in Gorilla Glue. What chemicals. You understand what I don't know. That's just.
Have you ever super glued your fingers together by accident? My G, I'm like, amputate at the wrist. I can't live like this no more. My finger's like this, because most times you're doing like this. And my finger got stuck like this. I said, child, just amputate at the wrist. I can't even do it.
It's always the index and the thumb. And it got
always.
Oh yeah.
Or get a little bit under your fingernail and your skin glue up to
Yes.
your chill. So yeah, shout out to Gorilla Glue Girl. Yeah, I have literally been watching this thing like a Netflix special. I'm just waiting for Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max, one of them jokers to pick this story up and try to run with it. Because they they're already trying to pick up the story about the Reddit kids. The Reddit kids who ran the stocks up.
Oh yeah.
They are already that is
on
legit.
That already?
That is legit. They are scrambling to try to get scripts done about that because they literally flipped the stock market on its head.
Yeah.
So all right, so let's move on into some dating news. So Victor Cruz and Karrueche have called it quits after dating for 3 years.
They were a cute couple.
Yeah, and you know what? I was really surprised at how many people were really rooting for them to make it. I just thought they were a super cute couple because Victor Cruz kind of fine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Karrueche is a cutie, and I was just like, oh, they're just so super cute. One thing that I did appreciate about them was, in the beginning when they first started dating, all the blogs want to post them every 5 minutes, but they didn't shove their relationship down our throat, and I appreciate that.
No, they didn't. Oh. Maybe that's why I like them together too. Besides the fact that they are great to look at as a couple, they are eye candy, but they didn't shove it down our throats at all.
No, they did not shove their relationship down our throats. So I was a little disappointed that it ended, even though if they hadn't told me, I wouldn't have noticed. But Karrueche back on the market.
Hey,
Karrueche.
I love Karrueche.
Yeah, I like her too. She has a really good spirit, and I just think about how far she's come because initially she was just the Chris Brown girl, and now she's a star. Yeah, she's a star. She modeling, she doing her thing. She's really coming to her own. So congratulations to Karrueche on all her success, and Victor Cruz. I wonder if he did anything because he had. I ain't gonna bring up nobody's Black History on Black History Month. Okay, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't bringing up nobody's Black History on Black History Month. So, Danny Lay, I don't know if I'm saying her name right because
Is it Danny Lee? And then I might have been saying it wrong. I've been saying Danny Lee. Am I wrong?
Okay. See, I was going to say Danny Lee, but then I heard somebody say Danny Lay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, let me say Lay because I ain't want to be saying biopic when it's supposed to be biopic. So. So I was like, okay, Danny Lay, but she was dating the baby, right? Mm-hmm. And have you ever seen two people start dating each other and you be like, child, now this is a hot mess made in hell and I don't know how long this gonna last. Okay. So that was the situation with her and the baby, because the minute she went public with their little relationship again, because he got a baby mama and all kind of other stuff, and he go through his little problematic mess. But people were like, child, okay, you telling us y'all together today, but watch what happened. And sure enough, when I tell you, when she got on social media last night and posted officially single, the dragging commenced. And when I tell y'all, those tweets were entertaining. If you have not read them, they are available at icecreamconvos.com, where we serve delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. Go look at them tweets about Danny Lele. Oh, that's what we call her, Danny Lele. So we both read.
Lele, yeah, there it is.
Danny Lele. Okay, so her and the baby are officially a wrap. Some good Black excellence, because sometimes we talk about all the other things, but it is imperative that we include some Black excellence.
Absolutely.
So Stacey Osei-Kuffour, I hope I am pronouncing her name right, because I would never want to disrespect this queen, because as one person with a tough name to another, but she has made history as the first Black woman to script a Marvel Studios feature film. Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I gotta give her a real life clappage. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this news is super exciting because it's literally on the heels of Marvel announcing Nia DaCosta as the first Black female director, because she's doing Captain Marvel too. So it's Black excellence all up and through Marvel Studios. And if you needed another reason to love Marvel, if you needed another, I don't know what this hand motion is, but I'm glad y'all can't really see it that good. If you really need another reason to love Marvel, they actually only interviewed people of color to write the Blade film.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to them.
Okay. Because they are being intentional in their efforts to maintain diversity over at the Marvel Studios. Absolutely. Okay. So shout out to them. And I don't know. Just for the record, Stacey will be writing the new Blade film starring Mahershala Ali. That's a nice piece of chocolate right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let's talk some movies news. Last night was a Super Bowl. Couldn't care less. All I wanted was food.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes,
they
right.
won.
Yes.
So they will be praising the...
Is that their first Super Bowl ever? Championship ever? So something in my spirit tells me, yeah. But I've been out of the NFL. I've been out of the football game for about like 7-8 years now. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, you asking me. I'm like still asking, what do they still got free throws in football?
You still say a home run with? Oh, all right.
Like, nah, he get a free throw. Yeah. So during the big game, they were running. Karla, ICC friend, said this is their second Super Bowl win.
Okay.
They also won, according to Tatisha, they also won in 2002.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I watched it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. So, see, that go to show how long you've been watching.
Oh, yeah. I used to be a fanatic, and then I just kind of, like I said, I don't know what, just fell. I could care less.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I know.
I could care.
They're like, who in the Super Bowl? I've been like 2 teams in the weekend performing the halftime show. That was it.
The one with the cute uniforms. I'm getting like my cousin now. She used to be like, the ones with the cute uniforms. Listen. Just give me some hot wings.
You know, I'm like the one with the cute quarterback. But anyway. So during the big game, you know, they run their commercials and all that. But last night, Universal Pictures must have threw the whole bag in because, you know, the Super Bowl spots aren't cheap.
No, not at all.
So Universal was like, we getting ready to drop F9 on y'all. We getting ready to drop Nobody on y'all. And we getting ready to drop Old. So F9, of course, is the 9th chapter of Fast and Furious. Old is a new film by M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. You know, I call him Shyamalan Ding Dong, and it's not in a disrespectful way. That's like my nickname for him. But it's M. Night Shyamalan, right? Shyamalan. I have said Shyamalan. Oh, damn it, the hell. All right, so moving right along. But the premise of this film is wild, and it messed with my spirit, as M. Night always does, right? Because I'm like, yo, I be wanting to support M. Night, but he messed with my spirit. Yeah. This film is basically a family goes on vacation. They go to this island. Either they go to the island on their own merit, or either they end up on this island. But whatever's on this island is causing them to age rapidly.
Oh, wow.
Like literally, the boy was 6. He ran behind a little stone or whatever on the beach. What do they call a rock? It's a rock on the beach, right? It ain't a stone. Okay, so he runs behind a rock. He comes back out. He's like 17. His mom is like, what the hell is happening? He was 6 years old 5 minutes ago. So, nah.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah. See, and I think to myself, M. Night, what the hell you eat before you go to bed that make you wake up and write this stuff that's going to mess with my spirit? Because, you know, I struggle with mortality. I tell y'all that every week. I struggle with mortality, and I'm like, M. Night, I'm not doing this with you.
You're playing with me, right?
Yeah, so then there's also a trailer for Nobody. And then, speaking of Marvel, they dropped the official trailer for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love me some Marvel stuff. So, Karla, so what are you watching?
Oh my gosh, this is like the worst week to ask me. I'm not watching anything because this past week it's been just schoolwork, and then I'll let everyone know that, you know, because I didn't even get a chance to talk to you. Took place in a workshop. I don't know if you're familiar with Jay Shetty. If you guys are familiar with Jay Shetty, the motivational coach, but he ran like a reset workshop, and it was Wednesday, the 3rd through the 7th.
Wow!
So I literally was like, they were during the day when CJ was doing school, school. So it was like I had to watch the replay, and then it was like bed. So I haven't watched like anything. So.
Well, shout out to you, friend. Don't let them reset you to be like, you know, girl, we've been friends for a long time, but I feel like I'm elevating and moving past this friendship. Don't make me be the motivational speaker's ass. I will do it. I will set it off. He'll be doing his next webinar, and I come up from the side like,
this is for us.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because you ever like watch something motivational and then make you start looking like, yo, I need a new circle. Like, I can't, like, y'all holding me down.
I look at stuff and be like, I need a new me. I do a whole lot of stuff.
Go downstairs and be like, babe, I don't think this working out. I mean, just because we love each other, it's more like, what?
It does. You do have to check it. It's so funny you said that, because you go through kind of that kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't necessarily go through the circle thing. Listen, we besties forever.
Let me tell you
something. I don't know what they're going to do, because one of us got to leave here first. I don't know how that's going to work out, but you know.
Be one of the people just jumping in the hole with the other one. Just that's all we're gonna do. Just jump in the hole with the other one. They be like, ma'am, this is not a by-go grave. It is today. But no, it's so funny when you talk about workshops and motivational speakers, and I'll wrap this up pretty quickly. But I watched this. It was something on Netflix with Tony Robbins.
Okay.
Child, that thing had me wanting to pack up and just leave my family behind. I said, I can't watch this kind of stuff no more.
Yeah.
Yo, Tony Robbins
definitely will have you ready to give up everything.
Everything.
Write
I was
a letter.
like,
You don't need to say nothing, just write a letter.
The husband, the kids, the dog, I'm gone. Y'all can have all this.
Everybody.
I'm going to move somewhere where don't nobody know me. I'm changing my name. I'm starting over. I was like, I can't mess with these motives. I got to stick with The Secret. Because I know The Secret don't push me too far over the edge, but it always realign me. But no. But with that being said,
the reason workshop was pretty cool because it really was not. It was just really about everybody knows the most successful people. They all say the same thing. They have good habits and they break the bad ones. So it was really kind of like just reset, especially with COVID. I did it because I was like, all right, I feel like my anxiety levels are building up. I need to come back. I need to balance myself. So that's it.
But you know what? I appreciate you opening that door because I want to have a moment of transparency with the ICC friends since it's not a whole bunch of people watching live tonight. But speaking of, creating good habits and breaking bad habits, I'm still struggling on the making good habits side. But as far as breaking bad habits, I am officially 8 days clean. I know some of y'all like, she on that shit. Look, some of y'all looking at y'all phones like, she was on that shit. No, I'm not on it. Listen. If you know me, you know I love me some Captain Morgan.
No, hats off to you. Congratulations. Because I think they say, this is something I just recently learned. It's like 30 to 90 days to truly get rid of, break a bad habit.
I think it's 21, but at this point, it's going to take me 30 to 90, bestie. So, no, for those of you who know me, y'all know I love me some Captain Morgans. But at the same time, I do recognize that I have an addictive personality because my parents were addicts, right? Okay, I am sharing a lot. But anyway, so I know that I have an addictive personality and I recognize it. And when I tell you I have an addictive personality, it is not a game. For instance, something as simple as, remember when Words with Friends came out, Karla? It got to the point where JB was like, yo, you playing this junk for the time you wake up until the time you go to bed. Anything that I get addicted to, it's a wrap. Yeah. It's a wrap. If I get addicted to a food, I will try to eat that food as many times a week as I can.
But don't beat yourself up too much. I think us as human beings, some may have it more than others, but I think we all have something that we could do the environment or whatever that we're addicted to. It's things that we don't even know.
Or recognize.
Or recognize. So you don't beat yourself up.
But I do feel like I have an advantage that I do recognize I have that type of trait. So that's why
listen, what they always say, awareness is always.
Because listen, that's why I never mess with drugs because I was like, child, I will go from girl, let me hit that blunt to I was prom queen. No. So if you are watching right now, drop down in the comments and let me know, or if you're listening right now, drop down in the comments and let me know, what are you addicted to right now? Now, it could be a cute little addiction, or it could be we need to check you in somewhere. If we need to check you in somewhere, we're going to dig a little deeper. But if it's a cute little thing, but my thing was Captain Morgan's, and Captain Morgan's is an alcoholic beverage for those of you who don't know. And it got to the point where each night I would make me a glass and I would fill the glass up with ice because I'm addicted to ice right now too.
That's not even addicted. You're attracted. It's something that you like. Addiction goes way deeper. No. Addiction goes way deeper.
Ma'am, I will be laying in the bed I need some ice. So yeah,
your iron, no, but your iron, you have low iron, right?
Yeah, but no, literally, I am on it. So. So every night, at first it just it would be a weekend thing. And then it became okay, well, I'm going to just get one small glass every night just to kind of calm me down, before I go to bed, because it does give me that little, that relaxed feeling. I've been dealing with the baby all day and all this site and emails and blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to just have a glass. Well, then it got to the point where one glass started becoming 2 glasses each night. Then it got to the point where I was like, I feel like my kidneys is shutting down. Because I'm a hypochondriac on top of that. Yeah. So I'm like, it feels like my kidneys.
You was drinking a fifth.
Yes, night. Like I'm drinking a fifth. Right. One glass that's already full of ice. But it's just, Number one, I have identified that I am addicted to the sugar because Captain Morgan's is extremely sweet.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, before I was addicted to plum wine. Shout out to everybody who remember my plum wine addiction.
That's also sweet.
Raise your hand if you remember my plum wine addiction. Listen, it was to the point where as soon as somebody came in the house, one time my sister came to visit me, right? And she works like in government. As soon as she got in the house, I was like, girl, have a glass of plum wine. I was like, all right, let's take pictures. She was like, I can't take pictures with no plum wine. She was like, hold on. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Chill with the camera. Right. Chill with the camera. You know, but plum wine was my shiznit. And then eventually... I had to stop drinking the plum wine because it started giving me headaches. Remember that? Right. So then I was like, okay, Captain Morgan, don't give me no headaches. But then it just, so anyway, I made a conscious decision. I said, you know what? I recognize the fact that I'm addicted to the sugar in it, right? I can still eat and chew my ice. I could just put some water on top of it. So now I am 8 days Captain Morgan's free.
I'm going to put some pressure on you though. You know that a habit, any bad habit or addiction. Now, what are you replacing that with? Because that's where most of the failure comes in, is we forget to replace one habit, a bad habit, with another, with possibly a good habit. It should be.
Actually, I'm drinking a lot more water.
Okay, that's good. So that's what
I'm covering up the label because they're not paying me. I'm drinking a whole lot more water
over the ice. So you still, that's good. You still had the ice, but instead of
still got the ice.
So I'm using
water. But when I tell you, because it started out really funny. Like I was telling my husband, I was like, I think I'm addicted to Captain Morgan's, and he was like, child, okay. And then one night I was standing up in the kitchen just looking at it. And it was looking at me, and I was looking at it. You know that meme with Diddy and the dude was like, and Diddy was like, and the dude was like, that was me and Captain Morgan's just standing in the kitchen looking at each other. And I was like, yo, I gotta go to bed. And so, so I'm very, very proud of myself.
I am too.
You know, I'm proud of myself.
Willpower. Not a lot of times we underestimate ourselves. Yeah. Like what we can do. So that's dope.
And I'm super proud to say that I have been 1 week, no Captain Morgan's, and I have lost 3 pounds.
Nice.
Now, I don't know if one thing got something to do with the other, but I am 3 pounds down.
That's the reward. That's the reward, the weight loss. See?
Yeah. In a minute, listen.
That's motivating.
Probably on week 3 of no Captain Morgan's, I'm going to be doing a silhouette challenge. Like, put your hand on my shoulder. I'm gonna be doing a silhouette challenge. They'll be like, yo, get her ass out of here. Y'all don't want me to start. Listen, I told Destiny, and for those of you who don't know, Destiny is my 12-year-old daughter. I told her, I said, I'm gonna do the bust it challenge. She was like, Mama, no, your knees. I was like, I'm gonna do the bust it challenge.
That is too funny.
She was like, Mama, no, your knees. So so with that being said, but Karla, I love everything about you, and I love the fact that you are always taking steps to grow and expand and
trying.
Just to
pray for me.
Yeah, but just to be an even more incredible person than you already are. So, because usually when you get great, it rub off on me. So I'm all about it. So you go watch. I can't watch. I'll be done packed up and left.
That's vice versa. You won't stop playing.
You heard me? I'll be done packed up and left. That she was upstairs doing the podcast. I got the bed sheets tied together and I'm going down the outside of the window. Meet me at the COVID.
Crazy. Yeah.
Be like, I'm gonna be at the train station. I got my mask on because of the COVID. So with that being said, I think now would be a great place to close out the show. And Karla, thank you as always for being such a wonderful co-host. Thank you, and shout out to Mr. Mann Robinson for coming through and just giving us some of that Detroit love.
Yes.
He was like, man, we get the hell out of here with no floppy disk. Man, do not play.
No, he was like, oh my God.
Yeah. See, but you know what I appreciate about Mann? Karla and I have been doing this for so long that we have literally had people where we say, how long you been a filmmaker? 3 years.
Yes. You ain't never lied.
Did Santa Claus come see you when you was a kid? Yup. Remember when we used to ask people what their favorite childhood memory was?
Yes.
And somebody was like, so I really don't have one.
Yeah. And I can't remember exactly. You got to remind me who that was. But
of course, you know there's a producer. His name rhymes with Park Tenry.
All right. Oh, that's the same one I was thinking of. That's like the worst.
Yeah, he was probably our worst interview in history.
Yeah, I think so. So. And y'all know Zabi can bring, like, how do you not want to have a conversation with Zabi? So it's like.
Yeah, some people think I'm weird, but guys, we just thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who is watching via Facebook. Thank you to everyone who is watching via YouTube. Thank you for chiming in with your comments. Sarah, Titisha, Rhonda, Shantae, Rob, all of our usual suspects who always join us every week. Thank you for chiming in and just adding to the show and making everything so much greater. Thank you, Sean, as well. And so we will be back here next Monday, Lord willing. Always remember to visit icecreamconvos.com for your delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Subscribe, rate, and comment because that helps us out a lot. And subscribe to our YouTube page. We try and get them numbers up. And you can feel free to follow us on social media and connect with Karla and myself on social media. So we thank you guys so much. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for listening to the show. And Karla got some parting words for us. Let's go, Russ.
No, seriously, thank y'all. We really, truly appreciate it. I'm trying to be, more grateful until here we go, right?
Yes.
But no, seriously, thank y'all. And Zabi, thank you. Like, I don't know. You're like the greatest best friend ever, the best host ever. You could truly do this by yourself. You insist on that, but
of course,
I love you to pieces. So y'all mask up, stay out the way, and please, everybody up in the East Coast, up north, please don't get it in no shit over no snow.
Word.
It's not worth it.
The last thing you want to be is buried in snow, bro.
That's it. It's time to pack you up.
Bye, y'all. We'll see you next week. ICC.
We got it.
Bye.